My name is Brandon Taz Niederauer. I'm a 16-year-old guitarist, loving life, getting to play all over the world, and very grateful for that, and proud D'Angelico artist. I was in a kid band program, kind of like the School of Rocks you see all around the country and some parts of the world. It was called Rock and Roll University. It's out in Long Island, where I live, and basically our music director always gave nicknames to everybody, and he wanted to give one to me, but he never could think of it. And one day I was just, sitting, trying to play as fast as I could, get my dexterity up, and he was like, "I'm gonna call you Taz, because you're like the Tasmanian devil, you play so fast, it's like Tasmanian devil running," and all this stuff. I thought it was funny, thought it would never stick, and I guess we're using it now. I mean, it's really, once you think about it, nobody wants to say Niederauer. No, it's too many syllables. But yeah, Taz just worked, and I like the nickname, so I'll use it for as long as possible. I've been playing guitar for about 8 years now. What motivated me was my dad, my mom, and my brother, my older brother, would always play music around the house. One day, we were driving up to Vermont for a ski trip over Christmas break, I think, and my dad turned on the School of Rock movie in the car. That trip, I think I watched the movie a total of 10 times. In the house, in the ski house, everywhere, and I was just really fascinated by the kid who played guitar and how, Jack Black in the movie School of Rock, he really, conveyed his point of, the rock and roll to the kid, and I really wanted to learn that. And I asked my dad for a teacher, he got me one, and the rest is history. Being cast in the Broadway production was never in my wildest dreams. I auditioned for it, and I got in. I'm very lucky, I'm very grateful for them giving a chance on me, who had never acted, never danced either. We were doing some dancing there, and I always put my 100% effort through those 600 plus shows that I did, 8 shows a week. It was really a crazy experience, and it taught me a lot of life lessons, being able to share that with a bunch of other kids who are just as passionate in their field, whether it's other musicians, other kids, who were mainly dancers or singers before they came into the show. We all share the same amount of passion for our field of expertise, and a place like that is a place that's so organic like that, where all the kids are, really, really, really putting the work in. It's really inspiring, and it really made me a better person. My own thing, we do a lot of improvisation. While the great Angela Weber allowed me to do some improvisation, which I'm very thankful for, that I got to improvise some of my guitar solos on Broadway. It's mainly improvisation, like, in my guitar solos in the live production. And the thing that's mainly different is, this show is exactly the same every time on Broadway. It's not so much like that when we play with my band. And I've loved both the same equally, and I've loved both avenues of taking, playing with my band or playing on Broadway, and I'm just loving life. Players that have influenced my playing, at first, it was definitely the Allman Brothers had a definite place, in my playing as inspiring. You got Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, got Stevie Ray Vaughan, and all those guys, and all the classics. But right now, it's really, I listen to other types of music. I listen to, stuff like Indian music or rap or hip hop and, all this stuff. And I try to infuse my favorite parts of those things into my playing, whether it's polyrhythms or beats or anything. I try to, infuse that into my playing. And guitarists, there's so many to choose from. I've gotten the opportunity to play with some of the people that I idolized as a kid and still idolize now. People from, Derek Trucks and Mar Haynes, who were in the Allman Brothers, and so many more. I got to play with Lady Gaga, which was crazy, Bruno Mars. I got to play with Slash, which is, your guitar hero dream. Like, it's crazy. That was a crazy moment. Sitting in, I could be nervous, I could not be. The times where I get nervous is where I'm playing in a place that I've never played before, but as soon as I hit the first note, all the nerves go away. But, there's places that I've only sat in once, and there's places that I've sat in about 100 times. And, it's a great experience every time, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And all the experiences, whether there's 3 people in the club or, 10,000 people. Like, I love every every time that I get to play, not just sit-ins, I love it the same. And any chance that I get, it's really, really, really inspirational, and I love getting to meet new people and getting to meet new people on stage too that I've never met. Some of the people haven't even heard who I am, and one of the bandmates asks me to come up, and I love to see the look on their faces when they don't expect anything, because it's really cool. Especially when I was younger, there was no expectation. So it's really easy to just get up there and, you know, blow people away. And I keep trying to do that, you know, as I'm getting better, trying to push to reach new goals on this instrument. And I go up and sit in with people. I love to, you know, make people feel safe and secure on stage, because, you know, a kid who's 16, you don't know, you really don't until they play with you. And when I go up there, I try to, you know, learn the music before, try to at least listen to it so that I can make the best performance possible and really put the artist forward and show them. The guitar is definitely is important to my generation. And not just the guitar, by the way. It's, you know, any form of art, which is whether it be music, dancing, you know, you got acting, you got singing, you got visual art, of course, you got taking photos, whatever, because it really allows a kid like me, who was 8 years old, an avenue to escape from, you know, the things in the world that might upset them, or even, you know, just escape and go into their bedroom and really focus on one thing. It really helps a kid just, you know, escape from reality for a quick second. And I mean, music was my avenue. My guitar was my best friend when I was 8, became my best friend then, and it's still my best friend now. And I mean, I love it so much. And music, that's my avenue of, you know, escaping from the world. And I mean, music, I found that, you know, it's a universal language. A lot of people say that, and I am one to endorse that fact, where, you know, it really truly brings everybody in the world together, and I'd love to be part of that. And I love being a part of that, just playing shows and putting my music out there that I've wrote that comes from my heart. So, I mean, music definitely has an impact, and so does the guitar as well. My name is Brandon Taz Niederauer, and please check out my signature Atlantic from D'Angelico, coming to you on AmericanMusical.com.